Coming up right now on SUTV News, it's time to roll out the red carpet. SUTV takes on the Emmys.
Plus, find out how you can make a unique donation that can save a life.
All that and more coming up right now.
Is this big traps?
Yeah, take one. Sure.
For 20 years, SUTV has covered campus news you need. And again, this year, industry professionals are taking note of the staff's hard work. Holly Hare and several other SUTV staff earned a nomination for a Mid-Atlantic Regional Emmy. Holly is recognized for her story on the Gift of Life organization. Her story highlights SHIP's Director of Sports Medicine, Wes Malacone, whose life was changed through the organ donation. SUTV alumna Ellison Hill is nominated for her documentary on Haiti. In this story, we watch as Allison embarks on a journey to Gros Morne, where she captures the daily struggles of a life in a fourth world country. If you're a fan of SUTV sports, you might have seen the 2014 spring football game show hosted by Chris Eckstein.
Hello, and a pleasant evening to you.
He, Lance Kopp, Trey Kimball, and the entire sports staff are nominated for the game production. Deanna Bruner, SUTV News.
New winners will be announced this Saturday night in Philadelphia. If you're feeling uneasy about walking alone on campus at night, you can contact Campus Police or RHA Bus. Amanda Trevel has more.
This is an easy walk during the day, but at night it can be scary. But you don't have to do it alone.
For the safety escorts, if there's a fear of danger, then we will do an escort.
Police escorts are pretty common on college campuses.
Last year we did 65 medical escorts and 83 just general escort safety escorts.
RHA also gives students rides anywhere on campus. Police would prefer you call RHA first, but sometimes it doesn't work out.
There are nights where they're extremely busy and the bus is packed, completely packed. If they are unavailable, then yes, you may call us, and if we're available, we'll assist you.
Instead of putting yourself into an uncomfortable situation, take advantage of these services. For SUTV News, I'm Amanda Trevel.
If you need to contact the police department or hop on the RHA, go to SUTVnews.com for phone numbers and for hours.
Campus efforts at greater energy efficiency are paying off. The new suite-style residence halls are now LEED certified. LEED, or Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, certifies green buildings. This certification means SHIP housing is one step closer to lowering the university's greenhouse gas emissions. U.S. Green Building Council representatives came to campus today to award the certification. Students searching for a new way to give back now have a unique opportunity. It only takes a small DNA sample to become a bone marrow donor.
Swab one cheek for 30 seconds, the other cheek for 30 seconds with the other swab, put those in the mailer, and go to the final station where you're just filling out a survey.
Community Engagement Center is hosting a sign-up on Tuesday from 11 to 3 in Cub 108. For more information, visit our website, sutvnews.com. Coming up on SUTV News, a Thailand thief who ate his poetic justice.
And we'll take a peek into the pages of the Slate with the Slate preview.
It's coming up next.
The European Union continues to struggle with the migrant crisis.
And Alberta police are faced with a double homicide.
Welcome to this week's edition of World News. Now in the first headline, the migrant crisis in Europe is getting worse. Tensions reached a boiling point when Hungary shut down its borders with Serbia, leaving crowds of refugees stranded on the other side. The European Union is struggling to deal with hundreds of thousands of people fleeing war-torn regions. Refugees in Serbia are now heading for Croatia. The Croatian Prime Minister said that his country was ready to accept people. In other news, police in Canada found the body of a 2-year-old girl kidnapped from her home. Haley Dunbar Blanchette was abducted from her Alberta home early Monday. Her father, Terry Blanchette, was also found dead in their home. Police say a former family friend killed the two, but they do not have a motive for the killings. And for the last headline, a thief in Thailand literally swallowed part of her punishment for stealing a precious jewel. Authorities say the 39-year-old woman stole the diamond from a jewelry in Bangkok. She swallowed the real stone and replaced it with a fake. The diamond is worth nearly $300,000, and according to doctors, they had to surgically remove it from her intestines. She is in recovery, but she will surely be in legal trouble. That's all I have for you this week in World News. I'm Joe Rodriguez.
From Uncle Movies to chips, the slate has Ship covered.
Jess Malik has a look at this week's edition.
Statement and changes in federal student aid forms. Get a review on Man from Uncle and read an artist spotlight on a local folk band and entertainment. Our news staff covers Dr. Harpster on Constitution Day and security on Richard Avenue. The sports staff catches up with 2 SU football players, plus recaps of all the sports action. And finally, new chips at the C-Store in the Cub, and read the homecoming court bios. Grab a copy of the Slate this Tuesday and keep up all week on theslateonline.com. I'm Jess Malik.
This is the merch you're looking for. Find out why Star Wars has come to the bookstore.
And find out which country trio is coming to Shippensburg. Well, it's been a really hot start to the semester. I wonder if it's ever going to cool down.
I think so. Let's send it to Isabella with the weather.
Mother Nature brought much needed rain last weekend. Let's see what this week has in store. Tonight, skies will be mostly clear with a low around 57. And tomorrow, thank goodness it's Friday. It's looking gorgeous. You can expect sunny skies with a high near 84 and a low around 59. Taking a look ahead at our 5-day, Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high near 84 and a low near 59. Then Sunday will be partly sunny with a high near 73 and a low near 52. Starting off your week, Monday will be partly sunny with a high near 70 and a low near 53. And Tuesday, you can expect showers with a high near 70 and a low near 54. Sweater weather is approaching at Ship. Start unpacking those jeans and hoodies.
Get ready to laugh tonight as Mission Improbable comes to Shippensburg. The comedy troupe travels all over the country with the mission of giving audiences a hysterical night. Mission Improbable will be in the Cub NPR tonight at 9:30 p.m. Head to the Shippensburg Fairgrounds this weekend to hear 22 Christian bands. The Uprise Music Festival is this Friday and Saturday. Admission is $40 to $50 and includes live music, inflatables, and a petting zoo. Schedule a meet and greet with your favorite artists, including Switchfoot and Casting Crowns. The first band kicks things off at 4 o'clock p.m. on Friday. Country music is set to invade the Cumberland Valley this Sunday. The first Bubba Country Music Festival is at the Shippensburg Fairgrounds from 1 to 9. The festival features music from country stars Eric Pasley, Tyler Farr, and the band Perry. Festival goers can get food and games too. Tickets are $65 in advance and $85 at the door. New merchandise in the bookstore there is. Ian Fitzgerald has more.
With a new movie comes a new generation. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, set to hit theaters this December, has fans young and old anticipating the return of their favorite characters. Disney held Force Friday this month as the big release day for all the film's merchandise. To grab younger audiences, campus bookstores, including ours, took part.
Many people were surprised, actually, that the bookstore, out of all places, would host this and start selling, Star Wars merchandise.
Force enthusiasts can buy collectibles and t-shirts right on campus. For SUTV Entertainment, I'm Ian Fitzgerald.
T-shirts are only $20, so get yours before they're gone. The full trailer of the 5th season of American Horror Story is out. The trailer titled Hallways is the first video to offer footage of the cast. American Horror Story Hotel centers on Lady Gaga's character as the hotel's evil owner. The series will come back to television on Wednesday, October 7th. Whitney Houston fans can once again enjoy the late singer in concert. Houston will make her comeback via hologram technology. Just like Michael Jackson's hologram last year, Whitney will take the stage in 2016. Fans can watch via television or the internet. Well, that's it for entertainment tonight. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Paige. When we come back, learn more about a behind-the-scenes ship icon.
And find out which ship team has found themselves in some hot water.
Sports is next.
Welcome back to SUTV Sports. I'm Jake Gillespie. Let's hit it. No budget and few returners has left the rugby team looking for a new way to rebuild. Darby Sells has the story.
This season, after Student Senate cut the budget for violating rules in the SWATANI, the Student Code of Conduct.
Along the lines of the mistreatment of the newer guys. So that's sort of where we derived our decision to suspend their budget and sort of the implications that follow that.
A few veterans are now off the team and new leadership is taking over with a positive attitude.
We want to be more involved with the community. We want to be more involved on campus. So we're doing things like we're planning a high heels walk to support a women's shelter.
But not all hope is lost for the rugby team this season.
Depends on what portion of their budget, so they could get 10%, 20%, full budget back. Whatever they appeal is, if approved, is what they will receive.
Members of the rugby team pay for equipment out of pocket while the budget covers other necessities.
It's going to be important that we at least get the money to cover things like league dues, which is we're part of the Keystone Rugby Conference, so we need to pay to be in that. We have to pay for our entire team to be certified through USA Rugby.
The team is required to forfeit all of the games they play this season, but are still planning on playing for the practice and experience.
Currently we got 40 rookies out. Things are looking really good for us. Things are boding well for the future.
The team will be playing 4 league games this year compared to their usual 6 to 10 games, and they will be hosting the playoffs. For SUTV, I'm Darby Sells.
The rugby team could receive a percentage of their budget back in 2 weeks if approved by Student Senate. Red Raider fans see the team touch the Lucky Rock in Seth Grove Stadium before every home game. SUTV's Paige Ahrensmeyer went to find out why.
Ship Red Raiders start their game plan before they even step onto the turf, with their tradition of touching the Lucky Rock. It's the first play that Coach Mack will call.
The cohesiveness of that rock, and that's a big deal to us. So when everybody touches, that means we're all in it together, and we're going to play as tough as we can, and we're going to stick together.
For senior and captain Sheldon Mayer, the stone is kind of like a giant good luck charm.
Togetherness and closeness and unity, so that the rock is something special to us. We come out and touch the rock before every game. This is the ultimate team game.
Professor Steve Dolbin, former Ship Red Raider, carved the rock that he calls Touchstone and gave it to the university as a gift before he even started working here.
I was a student at Shippensburg, and I played on the 1981 football team, which was a very successful football team. Being an art major at Ship, I was involved in sculpture and carving stone. So I often thought, wouldn't it be a neat idea to have some sort of object in the stadium that players on the football team and track teams, cross country, any team that would use the stadium or the facilities here to be able to touch this stone.
The Touchstone has been a part of Red Raider football for over 15 years. With SUTV Sports, I am Paige Ahrensmeyer.
Be sure to check out The Rock on Family Day, September 26th against Bloomsburg. Tuesday's game may have been the most exciting of the season for the men's soccer team. Ian Fitzgerald has the highlights.
It didn't take long for Ship's men's soccer team to take an early 1-0 lead Tuesday afternoon. It was an aggressive game, with both sides bringing a physical aspect to the pitch. From the very beginning, Ship seemed to be the more talented team, yet didn't have things go their way after the first goal. It didn't help that Johnstown keeper Nate Klea put on a show of dazzling saves to keep the Mountain Cats in it to the very end. With Ship seeming the heavy favorites, head coach Jeremy Spearing was not pleased with his team at the half. The second half saw more of the same from Ship, and with a minute left on the clock, the Mountain Cats came through with a clutch game-tying goal. The goal forced a winner-take-all golden goal overtime. With only seconds left of the first half of overtime, Ship midfielder Tyler Whitehead took a game-winning shot to the back of the net to give Ship the W. The W put Ship back over 500 for the season with a 3-2 record. For SUTV Sports, I'm Ian Fitzgerald.
The team heads to Shepherd University this Saturday. Kickoff is at noon. The field hockey team looks to keep its momentum after defeating Seton Hill 6-1. The team played Slippery Rock on Tuesday, and Ryan Cho has the highlights.
Shippensburg looked determined to get its 4th win this season on a warm, sunny day. It was all Shippensburg in the first half. Shippensburg outshot Slippery Rock 31-8. Morgan Gaines gave the Raiders their early lead as she finds an open hole to give the Raiders the first goal of the game. That would be all goalie Taylor Webster needed to frustrate Slippery Rock for the entire game. Shippensburg took one more goal in the first half from Ari Satar and 3 in the second half, 2 from sophomore Emily Bernard and 1 from freshman Brooke Cedars. Shippensburg wins this one by a score of 5-0. Ryan Cho, SUTV Sports.
Field hockey will go on the road Saturday to play Bloomsburg. Tip-off is set for 11. Shippensburg's Billy Dean is a jack of all trades when it comes to special teams. The kicker's consistency last week landed him his first ever PSAC Player of the Week honor.
I was honestly pretty surprised. I was actually at the Cove, and they came up to me like, "Oh, congrats." I'm just like, "What? What for?" And they're like, "Oh, you won PSAC Player of the Week." I was like, "Oh," So I was honestly, very happy and very surprised. And people just do place kicking or just do punting.
Ready to receive the honor this season? Well, it looks like I'm all out of time, so let's send it back to the desk.
What we have for you tonight on SUTV News, I'm Louis DeSanto.
And I'm Marina Barnett. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, sutvnews.com.
Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.